What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. And today I am talking about this brother, man, out of the state of Indiana, Curtis Hill. And some of you may not know who Curtis Hill is, but Curtis Hill is the Attorney General for the state of Indiana, which is, quite remarkable. Indiana, it's not like a state known for having a lot of African Americans, but Curtis Hill has been appointed to that position under Governor Eric Holcomb, January the 9th, 2017, right? He is the 43rd Attorney General of Indiana. And what makes it even more interesting, he is a Republican. And he came from, meager upbringings, right? His dad was a postal worker. His mom was a cosmetologist, but he worked hard, right? And he went to the University of Indiana and then also the Indiana University School of Law. And he's done well for himself. Now, he is married to a white woman, right? And I'll talk about that a little bit later. And they do have 5 children. And, he fits the bill of what a black conservative typically in the GOP is. Black, high education, married to a white woman. This is, very common. This is no different than somebody like Candace Owens, who's also married to somebody white. I mean, this is typical. This is the typical playbook that black conservatives tend to run. They tend to be in these sorts of relationships. But we're not necessarily talking about that, but we're talking about some allegations that have been thrown against him. And some white women said that, basically at a party, he was drunk and he groped them. And I believe that what he's doing is he's, denying the charges, saying that, hey, he did not do this. All right. But these white women are saying that this happened. Now, the Republican governor, Eric Holcomb, said, hey, listen, these are allegations put against you. You need to resign. Okay. And, he has failed to do so. He's been trying to fight these allegations. I've seen videos of him talking about, how he's fought for women's rights before and things like this. But, it's gotten so bad where, his reputation has been tarnished. He's been suspended for 30 days. He actually lost his law license, right? And, basically, the women that he was touching supposedly were white, and they were young women, right? 23 to 26. And this is, 3 legislative staffers, and that he's making unwelcome sexual comments during this particular party. And basically, in my opinion, he's probably on his way out, just in general. All right, because he's black. The governor's against him. The other high whites are against him, and you were the Attorney General as the first African American. It's safe to say that you have ruined it, whether you're guilty of it or not. There will never be another African American general attorney in Indiana, right? And nobody in the GOP is going to come to your defense. We know this, and I want to talk about the Negro wake-up call that Curtis Hill is going to get. Because for so many years, as an African American, Curtis Hill had to play it safe to appeal to, to whites. I mean, he had to do that. I mean, his wife is white. I mean, obviously that probably offends a lot of people. That's a good way to get into the GOP, but a lot of people don't like the fact that you're an African American with a white person. A lot of black people don't like that. And so you had to, pretend to act like, I'm educated. I'm not like the other blacks. This is what has to happen a lot of times when you're an African American that's in something like the GOP. But now, as you've tried to walk this clean slate, you have these allegations against you, and now you're being casted out, right? Like, that's just what's happening. Now, to be fair, if such allegations were made against anybody in this day and age, they would face the same issues. But I remember when Donald Trump talked about grabbing somebody by the pee, right? And pretty much the nation rallied around him and made him the president. General Curtis Hill is not going to get that. What you're going to get is tarnished exited, and you're done. All right. Now, I don't know if he did it or not. I mean, it's, you know, it's their words against his. It could be that they want him out. It could be that he did it. I don't know. But I can tell you who he can't come back to now. He can't come to the black community and get help. And a lot of times when you have guys who put their whole life trying to please the GOP and white America, and they distance themselves from the black community, when something like this happens and they can't come back, it's a lonely road, you know? And once they get through stripping you of all that you have worked for, whether you did it or not, the only thing that you're left with the fact is you're black and you have no community to turn to, and all of the whites that were your friends are no longer going to be your friends. Because see, here's the situation. White people are not that forgiving. And we got to just be honest about this. Black people, you know, and that's why I like dealing with, you know, in African Americans. Although you might not make all the time as much money, you might not do this, you might not do that. The situation is African Americans, we are forgiving people. I mean, we know that because, I mean, look at Jamal Harrison Bryant, you know, look at Eddie Long, you know, look at any goddamn body, right? And again, I'm not saying that to be mean or anything, but African Americans, you know, we are forgiving people to come back into the black communities. It could be a bad thing, but we are, right? Black folks will be mad at you for a minute, and then they'll stop being mad at you, and you'll be good, right? Here's the issue. The problem is with white people, all of the work that you have done for the GOP, everything until now, that allegation has ruined you completely, whether it's true or not. You'll never be the same. And obviously this happened in 2018, and they've been trying to get, you know, rid of him for a while. And you know what? He's actually trying to become Attorney General in 2020. He's definitely going to lose that. All right. He's definitely going to lose that. And after that, he'll just fade off into the sunset. I want to tell people who are always looking to go into the white America, go into the greater community, marry somebody out of the race and all of that. What happens if somebody accuses you of this? Could be you did it, or it couldn't be you didn't. All it takes in white America is one time. At least when you're dealing with black people, you got a chance. When you're dealing with white America, one chance. You know what? I'll give you an example. Somebody, you know, Adema, put up O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson was married to Nicole Brown Simpson, right? And O.J. Simpson was the safe Negro for so many years. I mean, white America loved him. Everybody loved him. He was cool. He fit in with white folks. He went to all the hot parties. But when Nicole Brown Simpson got killed, and even though O.J. Simpson was found not guilty, white folks had it out for O.J. forever. They've never forgiven him for that. Although he has never been found guilty for it. O.J. Simpson was done in white America. USC, they took the Heisman Trophy. He can't go back to no games now. There's somebody who's been found innocent, and he has been detached from the black community. This is going to happen to Curtis Hill, and it's not worth it, man. It just isn't. You know, like, I would never want to take, you know, even me, I could have a larger channel. I could have a bigger following. You know, maybe if I was talking a little bit more Republican politics and Donald Trump. I don't want it, man. I just don't. Because I don't want them to elevate me like that, and then somebody says something egregious and they take it from me. No. I'll stick with these niggas over here. Thank you. I really will. And I hope, you know, for the Curtis Hill, I hope the brother is able to bounce back. I mean, he's still a black man. He's still an African American. But bro, was it worth it? You know? And I mean, you're going to be tarnished, bro, forever. So guys, this is the Celebrity Junkie. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. You guys know what it is. Check me out there. Pin to the top. That's where you can find my Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts, my Patreon, all of that, my email. Contact me, all this stuff. And as you know, brothers, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.